exactly comes to mind when you think of Santa? Presents? Coca-Cola? Old white dude? Consumerism? Santa, as we all know, it's about to come to an end, because in this video, we're going to rebrand Santa. Without further ado, let's jump straight to the rebrand brief.
The following brief is not a real brief and should not be considered a valid example of how to brief a client. It is intended solely for entertainment purposes and does not reflect industry standard practices or professional guidelines. The brief lacks the necessary depth, clarity, and strategic insight required for effective client communication. Using the following brief as a template could result in misunderstandings, confusion, and failure to meet client expectations. If you experience any confusion or frustration while reviewing the following brief, consult a professional brief writing service or marketing expert.
My client Santa Claus reached out because he's not happy about how his image is tied to consumerism, especially after his commercial rebrand in the early 20th century. Yeah, we know what we're talking about. He feels like the focus on overconsumption and disposable gifts contradicts his values of kindness, magic, and thoughtful generosity. So we're here today to fix this. Santa Claus will be rebranded as a sustainable, driven diva, focusing on ethical gift giving, fairness, and his deep connection to nature. This rebrand aims to inspire people to embrace thoughtful, sustainable gifting habits. Shut up. That align with timeless values and protect the planet, with the tagline being from the North Pole with care. Wait, from the North Pole, delivered with care. So here's the mood board me and my client Santa Claus crafted together. Nothing says more sustainable brand, environmental friendly brand than rough texture and badge logo. It is what it is, I'm sorry. These are the conventional norms of design. So in conclusion, our friend Santa Claus is no longer slaving elves, also no more animal cruelty, right? So he's not using the reindeers anymore to deliver presents. Come on, this is 2024. You can like buy an electric car or something. And sustainable packaging.
First thing you need to know is that I chose this typography inside a plane. So I didn't overthink it at all because, well, I didn't have internet to search for more fonts, which, to be honest, it made wonders for my creative process. I didn't get stuck on choosing a font. So the creative process behind this was literally, I looked at the fonts and I said, this one looks cool, this one looks nice. What if I tried all small caps? Or what if I tried all caps? And I decided to go with all caps. And I was like, cool. So that was the creative process behind choosing a font. Then I customized it a little bit. Also, it just needed to be said real quick. I'm kind of stupid, but you realize there's a lot if you watch my videos. Actually, I'm smart, but sometimes I'm kind of stupid. So instead of designing the badge logo as like a whole logo, you know, the entirety of a badge logo, and then applying a rough texture, you know, the rough outside stroke I'm gonna use in this design all at once, I instead applied the rough textured stroke on each individual element. So you notice that I'm about to do literally the same thing probably 100 times, which is like applying this damn texture. So here's the process to that rough texture. I hit the create outline button and then I add a stroke, then I change the strokes brush to a chalk brush, then I ungroup everything, and since this font already got a sort of like rough texture, I delete the excess stroke inside the font. Did you guys get it? Probably not. I hope you all understand, which, yeah, you probably won't because I'm terrible at teaching stuff. That's why I don't call my videos tutorials. Like, how can I call this tutorial if I can tutor you? So my videos are a creative expression of design and video production. I don't even know what I'm talking about. No, but actually, scratch that. For real. I hate teaching design when it comes to software and execution. Like, how do you do this? I literally don't know. I searched stamp effect Illustrator on TikTok and that's how I got this. Like, that's how I design. I keep searching software related things on YouTube or TikTok and then I just duplicate them. But I love teaching about creative process and concepts and design styles because, you know, I love babbling and yapping. So hope you're all here for this, to be honest, and not to learn how to add rough strokes on a text on Illustrator. We already got like plenty of tutorials out there. Anyways, moving on. Also, did you guys notice I tried to create like an acronym for Santa, but it kind of sucked? You know, not all of my ideas are good. A lot of them are trash. It was too long and I was like, nah, I can put this long ass text on my logo. Also, it sounded like an intelligence agency, you know, like Santa Smart Solutions. So I hate that. So for the badge, I literally looked into other badges, you know, other badge logos as inspiration. And I was like, Hold on, what should I put here? Obvious, the East, which means established, if you don't know. I actually just found out like this morning. But that was kind of uncertain because some sources say 19th century, which was like, I think this seems kind of wrong. Like, that's too recent. We're like in the 21st century. That's only 2 centuries ago. That can be right. Like, I'm pretty sure Santa was around before that. And some other sources say 17th century, which I thought it was more correct. I guess they were talking about like the modern version of Santa, and then the 17th century is like the OG Santa. And I decided to go like with the OG Santa. That's why I also put like original on the badge logo, because I was like, that's the OG Santa. It's not the capitalist Santa. But it kind of is though. It's just like capitalism, which like, you know, environmental conscious capitalism, which that doesn't seem right. Sorry. So I designed the badge logo, but I wanted to have some alternatives. So I also experimented with some shapes for the Santa horizontal logo. I always like to just play around with some tools in the distort and transform menu. Like if you go to edit and click distort and transform menu, that's like a playground. That's like my thing on Illustrator, just like the photo effects on Photoshop. It's like, yeah, that's my jam, you know? And I really like how the zigzag effect looks. It kind of reminds me of a Christmas wrapping. I don't know if it's just me, but you know when you open a Christmas wrapping and it's all wrinkled, especially if someone did a terrible job at wrapping that Christmas gift. Anyways, that's like the vibes I got from. I also tried a stamp option, but honestly, I was like, you know what? This is cute, like cutie, but it's too cliche. Like I have a great opportunity to do something different here with this pointy shape, you know, go outside the box. It has a meaning. I feel like this stamp shape would be too obvious, you know, like, oh yeah, Santa is delivering presents, you guys. So, you know, a stamp shape for the logo, how original. I was like, no, let's do something different. Moving on to the color palette, I originally started with the colors from the color palette we had on the mood board, but as I was designing, I was changing that. I was like all over the place. I changed the shades. I tried adding new colors. I tried different color combinations. You know, I decided to design a little tag for the brand, right? And I was like, these color shades don't look good actually. So I changed it again. Like color, it was a whole thing with the color palette. It actually took me a little while to get to a color palette I liked, because it also had to give sustainability, right? Until I found the perfect shade of green and the perfect shade of red that says environmental friendly, but also it's giving Christmas. Okay, I guess we're done here. Are you guys ready for the final brand review? Drum roll, please. Actually, Christmas bells, please. Hello! I am absolutely in love with this badge logo and how textured it is. I'm a texture freak, I don't care. A little tote bag mock-up here, because tote bag is sort of like environmental friendly, right? Yeah, I got a bunch of them so I don't have to use plastic bags. Except when I forget the tote bags at home. Don't judge me, okay? I'm not perfect. So that's a little horizontal logo, living for it as well, and obsessed with the color palette. I love how the red and the green are like in the right shade. These shades are on a threshold. The green is like slightly blue and the red is slightly brown. So they go together so well. They just, do you guys know what that is? I don't. I suck at color theory. Like, I just trust my instincts because I got a pretty good taste. Sorry. Moving on to a little tag for my boy Santa, who's a new person now, by the way, okay? His business is ethical, okay? He's no longer making his presents on a sweatshop on the North Pole full of elves. They are made with love, they're made with caring. Santa is making sure he's paying them out the money they deserve. They have benefits, they have day offs, they have healthcare. He's not exploring reindeers anymore. No more animal cruelty. He's saying, hey, I'm doing my part. Now it's time to do yours. So recycle this damn package, okay? And here's the logo in black and white. What do you guys think? Leave a comment. No hate comments though, because it's Christmas.
So this was our Santa rebrand. Today is literally Christmas Eve, and I don't have much time to edit this video, so I'm just gonna wrap this up. Let's end this. Make sure you give me my Christmas present. So like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my socials, my website. I don't know, send me an email, whatever. It's Christmas. Let's be giving stuff. Let's be thoughtful, let's be caring. The more you give out good things, the more they will return to you. Thank you for watching. Happy holidays. See you in the next video, probably next year. Bye. The concept of being like full glam and then be wearing a hoodie, that's me.